Got it, got it. We are live, I think. Got it, got it. We are live, Okay. I was going to record and then I have to upload. So this is so much better going live. Notice if you're watching this live or if you're watching this, I think when you go to my channel, there's different there's videos, and then there's also a section said live, and you must click on that to see the videos that were done live. Anyways, that's just something. Okay. I wanted to come on and say hello, especially to the YouTube group, because I usually take my videos that I've done on Facebook and put them on YouTube, but I wanted to do something just for you guys. But there will be a video uploaded today from my live Take Your Charge Back Day 3. So what's going on with me? Some of you may have noticed or are not even watching my videos anymore, because I'm not as much talking about menopause, the symptoms, what to do, your hormones, and healthy foods and recipes. Now note, on my Facebook, my personal page, and Women Creating Healthy Lives, I do film what I'm making. They're just short little videos, and I show you what I'm making for dinner, and I post pictures, and I tell you how to make it. I do that on Facebook, actually. But I just don't, because they're shorter, I just don't upload a lot of them to YouTube. So Instagram and Facebook. Facebook, Diana Marchand, or Women Creating Healthy Lives. Instagram, Diana Marchand 5050. So what's going on with me? I have been doing this, as you know, for years and years. If you look back at my videos, I have one from like 2010 or 11. And that's when I was a raw food chef. I was doing raw food stuff back then. So there's lots of videos on that. I also used to do something called How To Thursday. So if you want to search my channel for How To Thursday, Thursday, that was when I did recipes. So I have tons of recipe videos up there that I filmed specifically for that. They're quite detailed. So you might want to watch some of those healthy eating recipes. But yeah, I've been going through changes, and I was getting a little, you know, when you do something for a really long time and you're like, you know what? I'm not that excited about it anymore. I can help women with their symptoms, with the healthy eating, the weight loss, and all. Absolutely 100%. Balancing your hormones in a natural way, I can help you with that. So I'm still doing that one-on-one. So reach out to me, and I have different ways of doing it now. One-on-one, you can do just a one session, 21 days. So there's something affordable for everyone. That's the thing. I've made the one-on-one. It's not like some other coaches. I've made it so affordable because I want to help you through with that, right? With the recipes and healthy eating, what to do and how to eat and all that. But for my main focus, and what I love to do the videos about, because I love talking about it, is like the mindset, is your energy, is because that is totally what you need to sustain. So you can start eating healthy, you can start exercising, but are you going to stick with it? Right? And so often people don't, and they don't really know why. They're like, I don't know, I just keep stopping. I wish I would just stop doing that. I wish I wouldn't do that anymore. Well, do you work on yourself? That's what I've been doing more work on, and that's what I want to do more work on. And if you haven't watched Take Charge of Your Life, I've had day 1 and day 2 already. It's in my YouTube channel. Watch those. They're really good. And even if you're like, I don't know what that is, I don't know what she's talking about, I just need to lose weight and I want to have no more hot flashes, and I want to feel better, on and on. Watch those. Getting rid of decreasing your hot flashes, sleeping better at night, eating the right foods is simple once you know the right way of doing it. And that's what I can help you with. But my God, sticking with things, that's the hardest thing for people. So no, that's why I want to help, because that's the hardest part. The hardest part is sticking with it. And you know that, right? You think it's not about, I'm not going to dig deep and make you cry and whine all day and get into your deep feelings you don't want to feel. That's not what it's about. And I know we want to avoid that. So I just want to say that's not what I do. I help you with this is what I'm really deciding for my life. I see the things that stop me. I see them so clearly. And you want to get to that awareness without the judgment, without the beating yourself up, right? You want to get there by understanding yourself better. Oh, hi, Rebecca. How are you doing? Periods gone missing, hot flashes, fatigue at 47. Yeah, you're in perimenopause, eh? Yeah, so I was just explaining that I have one-on-ones to help people with that. So I have a 1 session, I have a 21-day session, 3 months, 6 weeks. You can contact me if you're interested, no obligation or cost, to just see how I work with women and if I can help, and if you're interested, whatever, just so you know, you don't have to, but that's my website where it is. But so I don't do as much of that on YouTube anymore, because I've had literally thousands of videos on that exact topic. Because once you find out what to do, Rebecca, which is actually really quite easy to handle that better, it's your mindset, it's the emotions, it's the mindset of it. That is what's the hardest. And like you're saying, those periods gone missing, that's totally fine. That's totally natural. You're getting rid of them. You won't ever have to have them again at one point, right? The hot flashes, it has a lot to do with your eating and stress levels. Once you clean up your eating and know what foods cause those, and I have videos on that, and decrease, they'll help to decrease your hot flashes. And then also there's supplements you can take. Super easy for that. They will not go away 100% most likely, but they will be manageable. And just know that they too shall end. It may not. You can have hot flashes into your 80s, but they're not bad. I still get warm flashes. I call them warm flashes, and there can be a drag. It's like, ooh, but they don't last long and they're not that often. When you eat heavier, starchier, carby foods or overcooked foods like stews and soups, casseroles, those things always give me the hot flashes, often give me acid reflux too. And so when you eat those foods that your body has a hard time digesting, it takes more energy and it can give you a hot flash. And same with stress will bring on hot flashes, coffee, alcohol, sugar, junk food, deep fried food, all of those foods, sometimes garlic, so hot, spicy things too. So during this phase of life, you want to decrease those things, right? And note that if you do have red wine, you're probably going to get a hot flash. And that's just the way it is. That's how I lived through it. I'm like, well, I'm drinking red wine tonight. I'm going to have a hot flash. Oh, well, like I'd have to deal with it, but it goes away. Right. And then fatigue can be many, many things. Adrenal fatigue. I do have videos on adrenal fatigue, on not having enough of good supplements and not eating properly. So totally those. And that's what I help women with. Absolutely. Yeah. The low energy. I mean, it can be caused from hundreds of, everybody can have low energy, but it's so almost easy when you are like eating the right types of foods that give you energy and not eating the foods that take your energy away, like the sugar and the donuts and the gluten and dairy and all heavy foods, right? When you're in perimenopause, when you're in this midlife phase, your body metabolizes starches differently. It metabolizes certain foods differently. Your body can't handle stress as well as it used to. So it's this learning how to breathe, taking time for yourself, honoring your body through this phase. So that means more self-care, being kind to yourself, eating better. Doesn't mean perfect. You can still go out on the weekends. You can still go out for a beautiful dinner, but during the week, you want to eat really clean, right? A lot more fresh salads, a lot more vegetables, a lot more greens, because you need more minerals. So if you're not getting enough minerals, don't focus on protein. I'm going to tell you right now, focus on minerals. Minerals. But I do have lots of videos, so check those out. Hope that helps. But I'm kind of talking about why I'm not talking too much about that now is because I help women with how to handle things on an emotional level and a mindset level. Because when I went into these menopause groups, on Facebook, I don't know if you're part of any of them. They're ridiculous, some of them. All women do is just complain and whine. And then they help each other out. They help each other complain and whine about it. And then they tell them to take synthetic hormones, and then you see posts on women taking synthetic hormones. I'm taking these hormones and I haven't lost weight. I've actually gained weight and I'm feeling really bitchy. I'm like, well, because that's what they do. They're not going to help you lose weight one little bit. What those synthetic hormones help you do is stop the hot flashes. They're a Band-Aid. They don't change anything. They're terrible for you. Could cause breast cancer. Notice the rise in breast cancer. So we need to really, really watch synthetic hormones. They give you relief on some things, but in the future, you may be dealing with a whole lot of other health issues, which is really terrible. So you really got to watch those. There are bioidentical hormones that you can get help with. So you can look up a compounding pharmacist. So look for a compounding pharmacy in your area and talk to them. All right. But no, I do love talking about it. And it does, there's so much I can help women with. So feel free to reach out to me about my one-on-one sessions. Because like I said, they're very affordable. They're really good. I have something for everybody. And I really do want to help. But I am definitely being called more to help in the areas where I noticed we're missing, which was, you can tell me what to do, but I just don't stick with it, or I forget, or I get mad at myself. I give up, I sabotage. Those are the things I can help you with. And also the things like, I know I need to make changes in my life, but I'm not making the changes. I start to make the changes and then I quit, or I'm scared to make changes. I don't know what my next step should be. I can't leave this relationship, or I can't leave this job. What will I do? I'm too scared. Those are the things that I can help women through. They are things that I have done many, many times in my life. I have changed my life a lot. I have made big changes. I have had to be brave, courage. I've been through extreme grief. But I've learned along the way tools, techniques, practices, ways of thinking, changing a perception that saved my life, right? Like literally saved my life in so many ways. And like I said, it's not just about what you do. You know, I can tell you what to eat to lose weight in this phase. I can tell you what to eat so your hot flashes decrease. I can tell you what to eat so you have more energy. But you got to actually follow through, do it, and change other things in your life that might be zapping your energy, right? Like if you think about the chemicals you put on your body, what body lotions are you using, what body creams, those can affect your hormonal balance. So they keep you out of balance. They keep you in having more symptoms. You're not going to bring your body back into better balance if you're putting chemicals all over it, which are disrupting your hormone balance. Same with what you're eating. Same with negative people in your life can suck your energy. A job that you don't like can suck your energy, so you feel low on energy, along with the changes within your body. So it's like managing life. I want to help women more manage their life because that's what's needed. Just knowing what to eat is not going to help everything fall into place if you're not changing things also in your life and helping. So you can have like an eating plan or all of those, but it's also got to fit into your life, and it's also got to be right for your body, right? There's tons and tons of diets and eating plans, and we know that they work for some people, but they don't work for others. Why? It's because everybody is different. Everybody has a different life. Everybody can change their life in a certain way. Some things don't fit in your life, or you're trying to do it in a way that doesn't work for you, but it worked for your friend, but it doesn't work for you. Same with exercise in midlife. I've been a personal trainer too, so I know that, right? And I know that in midlife, exercise needs to be different. Going on the treadmill for an hour a day, you're not going to lose weight in midlife. You might gain weight. Exercising too much in midlife, you might gain weight. You're not going to lose weight because you're keeping your body too stressed out. It's already stressed out. So you got to learn the right way to exercise and the right way to eat at this phase of life. And this is real food. It's not like hard, complicated, depriving, super sucky food. No, most people are not eating enough of the good foods. That's mainly what it is. And you're focusing on protein too much, and you're not eating enough vegetables and greens. Like seriously, not enough. I see people go to the yogurts, to the chicken. Oh my God, they don't eat beef, but they eat chicken. Well, chicken's is not even a healthy meat. May have protein, but it's not like a healthy meat, right? So, you just got to change certain things. And what I see is just women, usually what they do in the morning, eat in the mornings, not working towards bettering their hormone levels or their cravings or feeding and fueling their brain or their body, right? So the morning is a big part of it. And then lunch and dinner, I find that the focus is just on not enough vegetables and greens, basically. The eating is simple, you guys. It's just that society tells us all these different things, and it's so much conflicting information out there, and it's so confusing that women get confused, and it's like, I don't really know what to do. Okay, I'll follow this, which is like some 40-year-old male's plan for working out, which will never work for you, right? So unless you're getting guidance from a woman who knows what the glands really need to function properly, to produce the hormones properly, like those types of foods, or that takes into consideration how the body metabolizes foods during this phase of life and understands that, then it's hard to get the right thing that will work for you, right? And then, every woman's different, right? Because some women do better on a higher protein, and I don't just mean meat protein, higher protein diet. Some women are better on a higher vegetable and grain diet, like me, but we have to switch out some of the grains during this phase of life. The brown rices, the huge amount of lentils, that type of stuff is just going to put on the weight. Also zap your energy. It's just too heavy for your body now. During this phase, your body's busy, busy changing, right, on the inside. And the various hormone levels and the toxins and the chemicals that are in your body from the past really tend to screw things up. So it sounds complicated, but it's not really, because we just clean and add. They clean up some of the things you're eating and add some of the really good foods with some superfoods and super powders. And you'll start to feel better in a week or two, guaranteed. 1 to 2 weeks, you notice more energy pretty much right away. Your cravings decrease. You stop craving the foods you used to. Your skin looks better. Your clothes fit different because the bloating, the discomfort, that kind of ends. And your body learns that it can release the weight that was holding on to the toxins that were held in fat. So once you're not taking in any more of those whole bunch of toxins, your body releases the fat that holds them. So there's so many things, right? But I just wanted to pop on here and say hello and give a special message to the YouTube. I know that my videos have changed over the years. And that is, I want to get back to doing more specifically for YouTube. I'm not sure if I'm going to start a whole new YouTube channel. Specifically, Living Boldly is my new brand. As you can see by the top, if you go to my YouTube channel, the banner is Living Boldly Over 50 and over. And that's really about living your best life. Feeling your best, living your best life, deciding that you're going to start having more time for you, letting go of the programming and the conditioning from our past and for what women have dealt with, right? Putting yourself as a priority is selfish. You can't do that. You got to think of everybody else first. Don't be so selfish. Think of yourself. That's so terrible. You're not a good woman. You're not a good whatever, right? If we're not feeling our best, we can't be our best for others. If you're not healthy, you can't help others as much. If you're bitchy, angry, and resentful, you're not going to be very good for anybody else, even if you're helping them. That energy is not a good one. You're not going to have energy, as in even energy to do all the things you want to do for others and for yourself, if you don't take care of yourself. So that's really what I want to encourage women to. So really for me, it's about taking charge of your health and taking charge of your life. So that's what I mainly work with now. And you can be in perimenopause. You can be going through menopause at that time. Absolutely. I can help with all of that. But it also deals with your life, right? Knowing that, okay, there are not just the food I need to change. There's a few other things. And it can be, I'm going to think about this differently. I'm going to approach this with a different attitude. And I'm going to get excited about how good I get to feel. And then I'm taking charge. And then I'm doing what is right. And then I'm choosing healthy foods. And I know this isn't, for those in perimenopause with all the changes and symptoms, it doesn't have to last. But if you don't work on bringing your body back into better balance, it won't. So you'll continue with the symptoms and the weight gain and feeling terrible for longer, right? That makes sense, right? If you don't bring the body back into better balance, it's not going to magically come into better balance. Certain things will, but our society, our food, our stress levels are off the charts right now. 50, 100 years ago, even 100 years ago, not really 50 anymore. Yes, the woman would naturally go through this phase and feel better after because she was eating whole, real foods. There was no toxins. There was no crap. There was not all the stuff put on your hair, face, body that we have now. The food was completely different. And her kids were not at home at a certain age. She was, by the age of 50 or 55, she was on her own with her husband, right? She wasn't taking care of kids, most likely. So, so much has changed, but it just requires us to change, to embrace the change, to be like, okay, I'm committing to myself. I'm going to do it. I'm going to enjoy this as I go through it. That's what I chose to do. It makes a big, huge difference. There are going to be days when I'm crying. There are going to be days when it's frustrating. There are going to be days when I have lower energy, but I'm not going to give up, and I'm not going to wallow and go into those deep, dark states and stay there and complain and whine over menopause, because that's not going to make it better. I can guarantee it right now. All right. So much love to you. So much love to you guys. And like I said, contact me if you want to just have a talk about it. No obligation. If you don't want to work with me, I am totally fine with that. Right? Because that's your choice. But if you want help and you're like, oh, I just want to see, maybe this will help me, reach out to me. I'm here for you. Send me an email. When you get my email, make sure you look in your junk mail, because it ends up in junk mail often. So look in your junk mail for my reply. Send me another email if you don't see your reply. Find me on Facebook, Diana Marchand, Instagram, Diana Marchand 50, Diana Marchand 50. Okay. You can find me. I am here for you. So much love to you. Bye. I'm going to sign off now.